Xavier, I absolutely love your comment and thank you for sharing the whole thing. If you guys click on it, you can read the whole thing. Um, Very well said. The United States is experiencing its collective shadow, and the United States it was built on genocide and slavery, and the descendants the people who built the system, who built the machine, are now experiencing the results of that. There was an Incan prophecy that there was an Incan tribe that when the Spanish arrived in Peru, this tribe decided to just go way, 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 way high up in the mountains and not be involved. And they were able to preserve their customs and stuff. And one of their seers, one of their shaman, could just see the way, am I allowed to say white? That could just see the way the European people were acting. And he could tell, okay, I give this about 400 years. I don't remember how many years. Let's say 400. Um, he's like, let's give this about 400 years, and then they are going to destroy themselves with that behavior. And to be honest, that's exactly what's happening because my family, it's very mixed. There's like Irish and there's English and there's poor and there's rich and it's all mixed together. There's German and Irish and English and other things. So it's not just like, one white race. But I do have I have one quarter kind of more elite background on my mom's side. And those people built the structure and they're all suffering now. All of them. Like, actually, my whole entire family is really suffering right now, dying horrible diseases because they believe in the system. Like, they're going to get help from people who profit from their sickness. And then they go to get mental health help from people who profit from their sickness and also just want to patch them up just enough to go back and be consumers. So my favorite nephew was having a mental health crisis, and I thought, oh, this is it. The O'Connor family is going to wake up. They're finally going to see that this is all bullshit because they're going to love their son so much that they're going to see, like, it's time to wake up. And you know what they did? They clung on harder to the system. More pills, more programs, more. And so they're really going down with the rubble. Needless to say, all the old people are in old folks' homes dying these like bizarre, long, drawn out deaths, while all of our intergenerational wealth is completely drained from the institution of the old folks' home, and all of the feminine arts have been institutionalized. Anything having to do with caring or nurturing or birthing, all of these things, like, we give birth in these sterile hospitals in a position that's not good for women. We send our kids into these mental health programs that are actually just made to keep them in a box so that they can be good little consumers. We send our old people into demon filled, pill pushing, really weird institutions when we should really be caring for each other at home. I live half the year in Oaxaca, and it's really obvious there what happens when women run things. And these women are like some of the least colonized women that I've ever seen. They're they're brown women, and a lot of them still speak Zapotec, and they're still doing their art. They love their bodies. They have not internalized some other standard of beauty. They love themselves, and they do things in a feminine way. There's no homeless people. There's always enough food for everyone. There's no old folks homes, and everyone gets treated as family. Even if you're a stranger, even if you're from a different country, you get treated as, oh, you're someone's daughter. So that's been a really healing and beautiful experience for me as I was escaping my own family. And it's really sad. I do feel what Dolores Cannon was talking about, the bifurcation, because for me, my career is exploding now, and I feel like people are finally ready to hear what I have to say, and things are going really well for me. And my family is literally getting crushed because they say it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than a camel through the eye of a needle. And it's just some people in America have too much stuff and they don't want to give up their stuff or their identity of appearing to have stuff. And if we're not willing to give up our stuff, and if we're not willing to give up our appearance of having stuff, we are going to get crushed in the rubble. But I'll tell you what, y'all, I'm not going to get crushed in the rubble. I'm going to be the flower that grows up through the cracks.